All right, so you're building your church, you're reaching new people, but what exactly do you say and how do you treat your guests whenever they come in? Well, in this video, we're going to be walking you through how to greet visitors at church coming up. Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. My name's Chris Abbott, but all my friends just call me Abbo. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down some of the strategies, some of the ways that you can treat your visitors, right? Some of the things that we've actually done at my church that helped increase our visitors by 113% in 1 month. So let's dive in and let's talk about how to greet visitors at church. So let's dive in. All right, so number one is people don't remember what you say, they remember how you make them feel. Right? So we're talking about this video about how to greet visitors at church, and I'm telling you the most important thing is not what you communicate or what you say, but the most important thing is how you make people feel, right? So people don't care that your dog died, they care that their dog died. So one of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure that when visitors come onto your campus, right, whoever it is that's talking to, whether you're greeting them from the stage and you're welcoming visitors, whether you have plan your visit hosts that are hosting people, or whether this is just training your volunteers and leaders to meet your guests for the very first time, you want to make sure to focus on them. You want to make sure that you are making them feel like the center of the story. So a great way to do this is just to ask people about themselves, right? So just say, hey, John, tell me about yourself, man, right? Or, so John, man, what's your story? Right? People love to talk about themselves, and this actually shows that we value them, that we care, right? So it's not actually about what we're saying, right? People don't remember what you say, they remember how you make them feel. And whenever you're asking questions about them, you're going to make them feel valued, you're going to make them feel special and feel like you actually care about them, which is the ultimate goal, because we want to make sure that we help lower the barrier of entry, that we're setting them at ease, and we want to make them feel welcome. Another caveat on this is that, guests don't want to feel pressured the first time that they show up, right? So you don't want to pressure them into giving or pressure them into joining a small group or making a decision to join the church, right? They're there for the first or maybe second time. All we want to do is we want to make it all about them, and we just want to communicate that we care about them, that we actually value them as people and as relationships, not just numbers. So we don't want to pressure them to kind of take the next step. Again, this is the first visit. All we want to do is make sure that they connect. So one of the best ways to do this is to introduce them to some key staff and leaders and to make sure they meet you as the pastor, because 80% of people who meet the pastor on the first visit will come back for a second visit. All right, number two is first impression. Now, a guest's first impression will actually determine the rest of the visit. And the crazy thing is, most guests actually make a decision on whether or not they're going to come back before the sermon ever starts, right? So that's a little bit devastating for us, right? Spend all this time working on your message and creating everything for Sunday morning, and then all of your guests decide whether or not they're ever going to come back to your church before you ever even get up and start speaking. But what that tells us is that it's all the more important that we make sure to have a good first impression. And so this is going to start with your website online before they actually visit. And then once they show up to campus, it's going to start in the parking lot. What does the parking lot look like? Do you have friendly greeters out there? Do you have parking attendants, right? Do you have people waving? Do you have volunteers out there holding signs about, hey, like smile, like, man, we're happy that you're here, right? What are you communicating the very first thing they come onto campus? So creating that first impression and understanding just how vital that is might make you kind of rethink some of your systems and how you're greeting people in the parking lot, how you're greeting people as they come into church, right? Because again, those are the first impressions long before the service even starts. All right, number three, treat them like family. Now, one of the mistakes that I see churches make a lot, especially when you start introducing like plan your visit into your church, is you say, hey, man, we're going to roll out the red carpet for you. We're going to treat you like VIP. We're going to treat you like rock stars. But here's the deal. People don't show up to church wanting to get treated like a VIP or a rock star, right? Instead, we want to treat them like family. People are just coming because they want to connect. They want to actually have a place that's like their second family. And what better place to do that than at church? And so this is one of the distinctions that we want to make, right? You want to treat every single guest like they're your best friend that you've been inviting to church for years, and they just finally decided to take you up on the offer and say yes this Sunday. That kind of changes the way that you do it. We're not rolling out the red carpet. This is not VIP. This is family. So what would you do if your best friend finally decided to visit your church this Sunday? That's how you want to treat people. You want to treat them like family. So some easy examples on what this could look like is you don't want to call people sir and call them Mr. Pastor Abbott, right? Call them by their first name, right? Just have a conversation with them. We're not trying to act overly professional. We're just trying to be friendly. And so that starts with the people in your parking lot. It starts with the greeters at the door. And then if you're utilizing Plan Your Visit, you want to make sure to have a friendly host. So what we do is we call these our people. Right? So it's not something where you need to train up a Plan Your Visit team and spend months training them and getting them ready. You could literally launch Plan Your Visit this Sunday if you've never done it before. All you have to do is find your people. These are the men and women who have never met a stranger, right? They're always happy. They're always bubbly. They're the best people to put on a Plan Your Visit team because you just want somebody who is friendly, who immediately connects with people and makes friends, as opposed to someone who's going to treat them with the utmost respect and treat them like VIPs. Again, it's not VIP, it's family. All right, so before I get to my last 2 points, if you like this video, just make sure to send it to a church leader or a pastor, someone that is actively trying to reach new people and grow their church. Man, it's pretty easy for you, but it means the world to me. All right, number 4, be enthusiastic but authentic. And I've been to a lot of churches. I've had incredible opportunity to be able to coach a lot of churches and be able to travel and consult with some different churches. And one of the things that I've noticed is most churches either fall into one of 3 categories, right? So number 1, the church is usually either completely over the top, right? Like, man, they're super encouraging and people are high-fiving and everyone's just laughing and all kinds of stuff, but it doesn't come off very authentic. Or number 2, they're completely dead, or there are no greeters or anything like that, and you just walk in and everything's pretty chill, right? But number 3 is kind of that sweet spot where you're finding greeters in the parking lot, you're finding greeters at the door, greeters in the hallways. They're smiling, happy people, right? But they're authentic. So it's not over the top and just, hey, what's up? We're so glad that you're here. It's going to be the best service ever, right? You don't want to be over the top. Nobody wants that. And people know that it's not necessarily real. Every service can't be the best service ever, or none of them are, right? Like, if every service is the best service, then it's a plateau, not a mountaintop. The whole idea is just having people that are smiling, happy, authentic people, having smiling, authentic people at the doors that are shaking hands, maybe throwing some fist bumps, right? But just being authentic there. It's important to be happy, be enthusiastic, but be authentic. That's the number 1 thing that every single person is looking for, especially if you're trying to reach young families and the next generation, right? Millennials, Gen Z, they can sniff out whenever someone is not being authentic, right? So this is one of the things that the next generation is values over everything else is authenticity. So just make sure you're being yourself, be encouraging, but be authentic. And finally, number 5, never ask someone if they're new. Right? So the best way to do this is just to come up, introduce yourself, and if you think that they might be new, just ask them how long they've been going to the church. I was actually consulting at a church in Michigan, and one of the volunteers came up and did this beautifully. He obviously recognized that I was not from there, that he'd never seen me before, but rather than come up and just say, hey, are you new? Right? Because if they are new, it makes them feel awkward, right? It makes them feel like they just stuck out like a sore thumb, like, oh my gosh, I knew everybody was staring at me. They can tell I'm not from here, right? Or if they're not new and they've been going there for years, like they might get offended, right? It's like, no, like I've been going to this church for 20 years. One of the best things is instead of asking people if they're new, do exactly what this guy did. He just came up and said, hey, what's up? My name's John. I said, hey, John, I'm Chris. Great to meet you. I said, awesome. Chris, man, how long have you been coming to the church? As a matter of fact, John, this is my first time. He was like, oh man, well, welcome. We're so glad that you're here. He was obviously trained in how to have an authentic conversation, right? He wasn't over the top. And he also didn't ask me if I was new. He just came up, introduced himself, right? And very naturally just said, hey, how long have you been coming to the church? Right? That way, if I've been like, oh, I've actually been coming 5 years. I moved away and just came back. Or, man, haven't been in a while, right? It makes a natural transition into that conversation, and it wouldn't have made me feel awkward as a visitor. So the best way, never ask someone if they're new, just introduce yourself and ask them how long they've been coming to the church. All right, so if you found this video helpful, we've actually got a free gift for you. So if you want to learn more about how to grow your church using social media and technology and how to attract new visitors, then go over to churchgrowthagency.com or simply click on the link in the video below. We've got a free video that's going to walk you through exactly how to do that.